The sun blazes down on the dry, cracked ground. The land is thirsty, completely parched. Plants are wilting, and the air shimmers with heat. In the distance, a small village stands, struggling in this harsh, waterless world. The people in the village are worried. Their water containers are empty. They search the sky for rain, but the clouds don't come. Without water, they can't cook, drink, or grow food. What can they do? Then someone spots an old well. Could this be the answer? The villagers rush over, pulling up the bucket. But when they look inside, nothing. The well is dry. It seems like all hope is lost. But wait! All of a sudden, whoosh! Water explodes from the ground, shooting into the air. It's a miracle. No one pulled a bucket, no one used a pump. Yet here it is, fresh water bursting out on its own. The villagers cheer. They dance, laugh, and splash in the fresh, flowing water. Their empty containers are filled, their worries washed away. But how is this possible? Is this magic? No, it's science. Deep underground, something amazing is happening. Hidden layers of rock hold water, just waiting to escape. But what makes it flow upward without a pump? To find out, let's take a journey underground. It all starts with a single raindrop. When it rains, some water stays on the surface, forming puddles or flowing into rivers. But some of it sinks into the ground, beginning an amazing journey. As the water seeps down, it moves between tiny spaces in the soil. Bit by bit, it travels deeper, finding its way through sand and small rocks, like a hidden underground river. Eventually, the water reaches a special kind of rock that acts like a sponge. These porous rocks hold water in their tiny holes, creating a hidden underground reservoir. But here's the catch. This water is trapped. It's stuck between two layers of solid rock, like the filling in a sandwich. This is called an aquifer, a hidden water supply deep underground. The water inside the aquifer isn't just sitting there, it's under pressure. The weight of the rocks above and around it squeezes the water, just like when you press a full water bottle. Over time, this underground water moves through cracks and spaces, forming hidden lakes and rivers. Some of it stays trapped for hundreds, even thousands of years. But what if the rock above cracks? Suddenly, the water has an escape route. Since it's under pressure, it's ready to rise up to the surface all on its own. This is exactly how an artesian well works. When someone drills through the top layer, the pressure pushes the water up. No bucket, no pump, just water rising naturally. Now that we know how water gets trapped underground, let's see what happens when we tap into it. Get ready to explore the science behind artesian wells. Deep underground, water is trapped between two layers of rock. The weight of the earth above pushes down, building up pressure, just like squeezing a water balloon. When we drill through the top layer of rock, we create a path for the water to escape. And because it's under pressure, something amazing happens. Boom! The water rushes up all by itself. This is called an artesian well, where the pressure underground is so strong that no pump is needed. Unlike regular wells, where people have to pull up water with a bucket or pump, an artesian well flows naturally thanks to underground pressure. Not all artesian wells are the same. Some bubble up gently, while others shoot water high into the air, almost like a mini geyser. Sometimes, artesian water finds a way to escape on its own. When this happens naturally, it forms a spring, a place where fresh water flows right from the ground. Many cities around the world rely on artesian wells for drinking water. These wells provide fresh, clean water, straight from nature. Some artesian wells even bring up hot water. Deep underground, the Earth's heat warms the water, creating natural hot springs. From tiny villages to big cities, artesian wells provide a steady source of water. But how did people first discover these amazing wells? Let's find out! Thousands of years ago, finding water was a struggle. People traveled long distances, searching for rivers, lakes, or springs. But what if they could bring the water to them? The Egyptians and Chinese were some of the first to dig wells over 4,000 years ago. They used simple wooden tools to break through the earth, searching for water deep below. These early wells were deep, and people had to lower buckets on ropes to pull up the water. A slow and tiring process, but a lifesaver in dry regions. In medieval Europe, well digging became more advanced, but it was still hard work. It could take up to 7 years to dig a single deep well. Digging wells was dangerous and exhausting, but when they finally reached water, it was a moment of pure joy and celebration. Then people discovered artesian wells, wells that filled themselves without needing to pull up water. This changed everything. Unlike traditional wells, artesian wells didn't need buckets or pumps. The water came rushing up all by itself, thanks to underground pressure. Over time, people all over the world started using artesian wells, making life easier and bringing fresh water to communities everywhere. Thanks to these discoveries, people had a steady, natural water supply. But how do we use artesian wells today? Let's find out. Today, we use powerful drilling machines to reach deep underground water. This makes artesian wells faster and easier to create. Some artesian wells reach hundreds of meters deep, tapping into pressurized underground water. The result? Fresh, clean water, flowing on its own. Some artesian wells shoot water high into the air because of the strong underground pressure. No pumps, no effort, just natural water flow. Near Edgemont, South Dakota, some artesian wells reach 920 meters deep and supply millions of liters of water every day. Many cities like Pittsburgh and St. Louis rely on artesian wells for their drinking water. These wells help millions of people every day. Artesian wells aren't just for drinking water. They help farmers grow crops by providing fresh water for irrigation. In dry places, artesian wells bring life-saving water to communities. Clean water equals healthier people and thriving farms. Some artesian wells bring up hot water from deep underground, creating natural hot springs, perfect for relaxing. Artesian wells help people, farms, and cities all over the world. They prove how science and nature work together to bring us water. Water is more than just a resource. It's life. Every drop matters, and artesian wells bring clean water where it's needed most. Imagine a thirsty village discovering a flowing well, pure, refreshing water, straight from the earth. What a relief! Artesian wells provide safe drinking water for families every day. Clean water equals healthy lives. For centuries, travelers have relied on natural flowing wells to quench their thirst in dry lands. Water is survival. Artesian wells are a perfect mix of nature and science, working together to bring fresh water to the world. Water is precious. We must respect and protect it for future generations. Artesian wells remind us, water is a gift worth saving.